y'all. Good evening, IG. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, YouTube. What's going on? Hey, I am on time, like 8 o'clock on the dot. 8 o'clock on the dot. So here we go. Here we go. Hope you guys had a great week. Um, it is Thursday. It is time for us to do this thing that we do every other week now. Every other week. I hope you guys saw the information. I hope you guys saw the post I put up regarding camper conversations. Regarding camper conversations. We are now live on every second and fourth Thursday of the month. Second and fourth Thursday of the month. And y'all know I am going to go ahead and get started because everything will be posted, everything will be there available for you guys to go back and watch at your leisure. So I'm going to get started because we only have an hour in this thing. We only have an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for either tuning in live or coming back later and checking out what's going on. I know y'all used to me kind of lagging a little bit, so I'm gonna give y'all time to kind of get on as well. I'll drag it a little bit. But welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth family. Welcome to our twice a month now meetup. We do every Thursday, every other Thursday, the second and third Thursday, the second and fourth, Thursday of the month. Hey, Henny. Hey, Lewis on IG. Good evening. So the second and fourth Thursday of every month, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we will come together. And what we do here, this is our come together, our grown folk time, our have a good discussion, talk about some things, um, help one another because this is real life relationship growth. It is called Camper Conversations. If you see Camper Conversations in the title, don't relax. Don't think you have to have a camper or go camping. This is not about this at all. Although tomorrow I'm leaving for the melanated camp out that I do once a year. But the idea came because I have um, a 30-foot camper. I go out in that camp as much as I can, which is not a lot. But I was in there one day and I was like, the ambiance and the environment was relaxing. And I was like, you know what? I should come on and meet with my family and talk and discuss different topics that are relevant to us as adults in relationships. So let me say this. I am not a relationship expert. I am a Black woman in this life, living in this world, doing a damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That is who I am. I have been through some ups, I have been through some downs, but something that I may have gone through may be something that's helpful and useful to you in your life, in your relationship. Same thing, vice versa. Something you may have gone through may be helpful to me or someone listening. So we're not here to bash one another, male and female. We have some jokes from time to time here and there. Yes, we have some jokes. We have some ha-has, but nothing that has the intent um, of being bashing or degrading anyone. We don't do that. We don't do that. So we're here to enjoy one another and learn from one another. Hence, real life relationship growth. All right. So thank you so much to the men. The men are still from the beginning of this thing leading the pack as they should, as men, as leaders. They are leading the pack to have topics, to send topics. Like, brothers, y'all are sending topics to me, inbox, text, whatever, instant message, however you getting them. and you're like, yo, let's talk about this, or this would be a good topic, or this would be a good subject. And mind you, listen. You can post to the page. You can post to the page, the Facebook page. If you're on IG, we're over on Facebook where the page originated, right? It's the Real Life Relationship Growth page on Facebook. But you can post to the page anonymously. If there is something, Facebook has this thing now for anonymous posting. If you have something that you want to talk about, you want to say, something that's going on with you, something that's going on with someone that's near and dear to you, or something that you just think is a good topic, is something good to chat up about, send it. Send it. You can actually post and hit the anonymous button, and it will not say who particularly it is who made the post, but the topic will come up, the subject will come up, the video will come up. Now, of course, I have to screen it. I have to look at it first because, again, it's got to be appropriate. It's got to work. It can't be something that's going to hurt or harm anyone. Okay. Now, I get it that everybody's not going to always agree. I totally understand that some people are going to disagree with different thoughts and different things like that, but that's okay. That's okay. It's called different perspectives, and we can have that. And we can have that. All right, y'all. So, ha ha ha. I am going to put the topic up tonight. The topic for tonight, IG. I apologize. You guys aren't connected to Restream. Restream won't allow me to, or IG, whichever one it is, won't allow me to connect. IG won't allow me to connect to Restream, which means the things that are played and shown on the screen, YouTube and Facebook will see it. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please do that. It's the Real Life Relationship Growth YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel and um, and see all the videos, see everything that's played. That's played. So this topic particularly, I had another topic up that I wanted to do tonight. One of the brothers posted it to the page, and it's actually up top in the feed up top in the featured videos. Reginald Green posted it to the page, and I was like, "Yo, this is a great topic. This is a great topic." So, Reg, my apologies. It was going to be the topic tonight, but this one kind of hit to relevance like right now. So, and I like to kind of stay relevant to what's happening right in the moment, what people are remembering it, and we could talk about it. So that's why that one is up. So my apologies, Reg. It will be coming. It will be coming. We're going to hit your topic because it's a really good one too. But this topic, woo, this topic, y'all. Look, I've had some comments and not here necessarily. Well, I did have a few comments on the page when I posted it. Um, but I wanted you guys to come here and give your thoughts and your comments, right? So on the screen right now, IG, it is saying what the topic for tonight is. And the topic is Black women to support or not to support, to support or not to support. That is the topic tonight. That is the topic. So let me tell y'all where this came from. Let me tell y'all where this came from. Hey, Ree. Let me tell you where this came from. So some of you may know, and some of you may have seen it. Tyler Perry posted, not necessarily posted. There was a video posted of Tyler Perry having being interviewed by a young lady. I'm not sure who it was that he was being interviewed by, but Tyler Perry made some comments and had some thoughts and perspectives on Black women um, or women um, supporting their men, supporting their men at levels, at any levels of wherever they are, right? Um, And so there was a lot of comments, a lot of things that came out about that. So I saw the video. I actually initially posted um, um, another video that was relevant or related to that, and it was a snippet of Tyler Perry, but it was a woman who duetted another woman's TikTok. And the particular woman that did the TikTok was a white woman. She's a Caucasian woman. And I actually posted that video first. That was the first video I posted. So IG, you guys will see that I posted it earlier today. Facebook, I posted it earlier today. But as I went through this thought process, and as I listened to Tyler Perry's interview a few more times, after I did that, I decided that I'm going to take that video down and just focus on Tyler Perry's video. Just focus on the itself. Interview itself. So the topic tonight is black women to support or not to support or not to support. So I am going to play the video. IG, you guys should be able to hear the video. Again, you can see the video, hear it, see it, watch it on the Real Life Relationship Growth page that we're on now. So if you didn't get a chance, but here it is. I'm going to play it, and I'm more than likely will play it again as the audience grows tonight.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In the in our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you handle the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
All right. All right. So I don't know if it's you all's first time hearing and seeing the interview with Tyler. Again, I don't know who hosted, who did the interview, but the words that he said hit social media like a bombshell. And it hit social media like a bombshell, and the different perspectives um, that are being said and being brought out about what Mr. Perry said. So let me kick this off and say this, because we're going to move kind of quick on this one. So let me say this. I personally, when I listened to the video, I was like, okay. So I truly believe, and we only can do this. We can only come from our perspective. We can only come from our place in life, right? We can empathize with people. We can empathize with them based on their perspective and their thoughts. And if we've been through that particular thing, something that really looks like that thing, we can sympathize. The difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is, you know what it feels like. You've been there, done that. Sympathy, I'm just feeling sorry for them because I see their pain. I see that they're hurting. I see that this is bothering them. but I've never been through it, so I can't really say what I would do. That's that sympathy, right? So I'm on both sides of it. I'm on both sides of it. I empathize with this thought, um, and the side of it that says, Tyler, please. And then I also look at the side of it that says, I can see what he's saying. I can see what he's saying. So listen to a few other people that posted, right? That posted the video, that made comments on the video. There were some people that were really, some women. I only saw women's videos. Some women that were really agitated by it, thought he was crazy, whatever, whatever. And there were a few women, there were some women that was like, I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. Again, it depends on the perspective you come from, what you looking at, what you've dealt with, where you've been. So I understand wholeheartedly that position of being a woman who earns in the way more than the men around me. Being a single woman, where I am, the demographics of where I live, and even in other areas that I don't even live in, there are not a lot of men that I meet and that I run into and that I deal with who earn, whose earning is where mine is. Um, it isn't. There aren't. Hence comes what could be considered an issue when it comes to dating. Can be an issue when it comes to dating. And it's an issue when it comes to dating. Personally, for me, I've learned there's an issue when it comes to dating. And truth be told, from my last relationship, it became an issue because sometimes men, my experience, aren't secure enough in themselves where they can deal with the fact that you earn as a woman more than they do, that you earn more as a woman than they do. The things I've been told straight up, this and that and this and that. I felt like, yeah, I'm not even going that direction. I can't. Ain't nothing I could do with that. She has this. She has this. She has that. There's nothing I could do with that. Like, you already have everything you need. I've been told that. I can't tell y'all how many times I have been told that. And understanding and knowing when it was said to me, that told me everything I needed to know about this man. It told me to know regarding if this thing would move forward or not. If I would even give him a chance. If I would give him the time of day. If I would give him the time of day. Hey, and Dojo. Girl, I can't wait till we see each other in person so you can put that, you can say your name again in my ear. It's been years, 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 and you can just say your name in my ear. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But thank you, babes, for being here as always. Um, been told that many times. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So on that side of it, I get it. He's right. He's right on that side of it. Women who earn a certain amount of money, especially in the black community, are in a different or in a higher percentile, a lower, my apologies, a lower percentile than average, way lower. Almost like when the expectation of finding a mate that has the same earning weight that you do, that's about 1%. If let's give it 5%. Let's give it 5%. Let's give it that. Because like he said at the beginning, like Tyler Perry said at the beginning, there are a lot of women, particularly especially black women, who are earning way more than their male counterparts. their houses and cars and trips and this and this and that. These things are something that aren't a problem for them financially. So when you meet a man and you meet somebody and all they want to do is focus, brothers, let me put a little bug in y'all ear. Let me put a bug in your ear. You know how when men want to say women are gold diggers and all they want to do is talk about, how much money you got and what you can give to me and what you could buy me and what you could do and you could do this and you could do that. Put that process on how you feel when you hear that. How you don't want to be used. How you look at that woman and you call her a gold digger or whatever. Now put that feeling, not the exact same notion to it, but put that feeling to when a man says, "Oh, you a big baller. Oh, you don't need this, and oh, you don't need that." The feeling. So when that's said, it's a turn off. Just like if a woman is always talking about what you have, it's a turn off. But it's the opposite dynamics for how it looks for males and females, right? It's the opposite dynamic of how it looks. So when you are a woman who earns more than the average man that you meet, because let's be honest, when we're talking about average, we're talking about the average earning. The average earning of, uh, let's say, of a black man, of a man, the average earning about 40, 50,000 a year. If that may be a little bit high. We're talking about average. And this is no insult to anybody that earns that much. I'm kicking this thing off talking about what that average looks like. Because in this conversation, Tyler Perry was suggesting, he was advising women, black women in particular, to understand, if you can find love, um, if that happens, if that comes to you, then you're going to have to lower your financial standards. You're going to have to lower your financial standards to be able to be in a relationship with this person. Now, some things I agree with that he said at the beginning. If a man um, honors you, he protects you, you are his everything, and he shows you that through communication and the things that he does. Because money isn't everything, but money is something. Money isn't everything, but money is something. But if you're with a man that is just all for you, and you know it, and you feel it, and you see it, and he shows it, how much he makes should not be a subject, a matter, a point, a problem, a point, a problem. So I agree with those points. I agree with those points. If a man is doing all of those things, because as women, we want to feel protected. We want to feel like you have us, regardless. We want to feel like when I'm out somewhere, when I lay my head down to sleep at night, I have no worries because I know this man is watching over me, is watching over us and taking care of us. We want to know that. We need to feel that, right? So he was like, if the brother could only pay the light bill, if the brother could only take you out once in a while, um, then you should be happy with that. You should be happy with that. Because your gift, he said, your gift is not his gift. And when he says gift, to me, that meant a gift is something that you give, that you share. His gift, his ability to share and give as I share and give is not the same. Is not the same. So whatever he does give, whatever he gives, it should be appreciated and it should be cherished and accepted, whatever his gift is. Now, remember, he started out, and I know where some people have gone and may go in thought, but let's remember, he started out saying, a man that honors you and protects you. This is where the flip of the coin comes for me. Again, remember, I said two sides of it. I'm with it. I'm rocking with two sides of it. This is where the flip of the coin comes in for me. My thought is, I am a believer in godly order. I'm a believer in godly order. Again, everybody here that's a part of this family, whether you're single, dating, courting, married, divorced, or widower, everybody a part of this family does not have the same beliefs. And I love that. And that's fine because love covers all things. And we are here to show love. We're not here to dictate how somebody should believe and who they should believe in and what they should believe in. I know for me, my loving God cares, protects, and takes care of me. And I trust him, right? That's where that is. Hey, Kev, that's where that is for me. So when it comes down to, um, there we go. Sorry. When it comes down to that, the love part of it, that's what we're here for. So for me, I believe in order. I believe in a godly order. I believe that man was created before woman. I believe that a woman was created to be that man's helpmate. I believe that the man is the head of the household. I believe that um, if there's a decision to be made in the house, in the home, and we can't come to an agreement, I believe that that decision should end with the man. It should end with the husband. I believe that. Now, please understand what that means is he is, hey, Kev, he is a godly man. He is a man of integrity. He is a man of honesty. He is a man that's not perfect, but he is walking that walk to do the best he possibly can for me, for us. So I rocks with that. I love that thought process. I love that concept, right? So if you are a believer in that way and you walk that way and you understand that order, what Tyler said is irrelevant. If you walk in that order, if you believe in that order, what he said is irrelevant. Because instead of telling the women what they need to be doing, if that's the situation, this is just a side note. Where are we talking to the brothers? Because you're a black man, Tyler. You're a black man. I know his character plays a woman, and he comes into that well, and he acts. I don't know what the man's um, sexual preference is. That ain't my business. I don't know. That he spoke on behalf of women, coming from a male perspective, and my understanding, whether it's a biblical belief or I don't know any other belief factor that says that woman was created before man. I don't know. School me if so. I just don't know. But I know in society it says the man this, the man is that, the man is this, the man is that. Let the man be a man. Let the man this, let the man. But as soon as a woman steps in a position higher than the level of, I think we have conversations like this that says, hey girl, just accept it. Just know that he is not going to be on the level where you are. And because he is not, just accept where he is. Now remember I said I'm on two sides of this. When it comes to leadership and when it comes to order, that's it. That's it. My thought process is stuck right there. Um, it's stuck right there on how that order goes, which says I don't believe that my man personally has to make more money or as much as me for us to be compatible. I don't believe that the goals that I have met and the places that I have gotten to financially is something that has to be apples to apples for me. What it does require, and y'all gotta chime in and let me know. Remember, you can comment now or you can comment later. But what it does require is whatever he has. Whatever he has, it comes in. It comes in to cover and take care of. It comes to cover. My expectation in a relationship is that my man takes care of me. That is my expectation. Does it not say that I'm not going to back him or take care of things? No, it doesn't say that at all. But what it does say, I'm looking to him before I'm looking to me. And when we have interviews and programs and topics that say women accept what this is, and they throw in all the things that you want to hear and that you feel and that you need, but then they say accept. For me, it's kind of a little tough. And I know everybody is not the same. We can't take, which is so hard, which is so hard, it can be hard. We cannot take or should not take our past situations and hurts and bring them over into our new. Is that tough and is that hard? Of course it is. Because when you're in a situation where someone has tainted your trust, when someone has taken advantage of you and tried to take away and have taken away, it's hard to just move on and be like, it would be dumb to move on and be like, because being cautious, being mindful, watching, praying, and learning from your past and from your mistakes is what is so crucial. Because what happens is you don't want to do that again. You don't want to do that again. So if you're being cautious, ladies, if you're being cautious, because this is what this is about tonight, if you are being cautious and you're being careful and you're being mindful, then don't forget, don't forget, but move in a way that what you do know, what has happened in the past, does not take away from what's going on and happening now. So, with saying that, with saying that, I have been for years in that position. I have been for years in that position. So when it comes down to dating, when it comes down to meeting guys, when it comes down to doing things, and ladies, uh, y'all gotta say, those who um are at different levels, it is hard in the dating world. I just had a thought. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna say the thought I just had. I was gonna say it's hard in the dating world um, to get a top tier dude when you earn so much money that they look at and be like, "Oh, damn." It is hard. This is the thought I had as I spoke, as I said that. The wrong man will be like, "Damn," and be intimidated by that. When I say the wrong man, it does not necessarily mean he is um, he has intention to harm or hurt or steal or destroy. It just means that brother is not in a place, in a secure place, that does not bother him. Hey, Mike, I was waiting for you. That does not bother him. Kevin said, get that counseling, then gift her the rose. I'm evolved. Kevin is stupid, y'all. Y'all got, for those y'all don't know, Kevin was a rose hater. And for those of y'all who know what the rose, and we had a whole live, we had a whole discussion on toys and things, hats in the bedroom or whatever. And Kevin been a rose hater since then, but the brother just said he's evolved. He's evolved. But get that counseling. That was plus. That was a plus. You started out with the counseling, Kev, so you got a plus on that. Get that counseling. That's right. Get that counseling. When you feel like and see that you're stuck in the past and it is affecting your future, you have to pray. You have to talk. You got to counsel. You got to sit down with somebody that says to you, listen, that is the past. And understand you cannot let those things control you. You got to move forward. You got to move forward. So, Kevin, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's it. I said I was going to get a bell. And anytime counseling comes up, we're going to ring that bell because counseling is crucial. Counseling is crucial. So Mike, excuse me, Mike commented earlier, y'all, on um Mike commented earlier on the post when I put the post up. Somebody gonna get me. I keep squinting. I keep getting reminded. Why wearing your glasses? Cause this is 51. Okay, put my glasses on. All right. So Mike made a comment earlier on the original post, right? When I put the original post up, where is it? Mike and my sister Claudette, who I'm waiting for to pop on. Stay so late. I'm gonna read a little bit of Mike's because Mike, I have deleted the video that I initially posted to go with this. I deleted it. I felt like, you know what, let's just go straight to Mr. Tyler's comments. Let's just go straight to that. So Mike said all black women do not fit the stereotype until they fit the stereotype. You are what you eat. Real recognize real. I know I love black women, and this white woman speaking for all black women, question mark. And I don't think so. I don't, and like you said, you started out, Mike, by saying all women don't fit this stereotype, this type, this situation. It's not a stereotype necessarily, but all black women don't fit into this category, if I can, this category. Um, and I agree, all women. Mike has some thoughts about pajamas and bonnets, which I get your point, Mike. I know what you're saying, but that's not where we're going. That's not where we're going because on the flip side of that, um, we can go both ways. There are males that appearance is not becoming, and there are women who appearance is not becoming. So um, the stereotype part, the stereotype, when Mike said the stereotype, and again, I wanted to kind of change that up and say that type of different category. Okay, but Mike also said, okay, my sister Claudette responded to Mike. She said, if a man is interested in a woman, he will get to know her regardless of what she is wearing. If he can't look past what she is wearing, then he may be missing out on something great. But oops, she has on a bonnet and fluffy slippers pass her by. She may be your ride or die, your rock. Okay. I apologize, y'all. That was her specifically. Mike made a comment. Let me just say, my comment that reference this pretty much get rid of the slippers in the grocery stores and airports, and that's what Claudia was responding out of. Let's go to this part. Claudia said Tyler Perry does not need to speak for black women because it's always negative. He is a billionaire, really shouldn't be saying anything at all. He no longer understands the significance of the struggle because if he did, he wouldn't say the things he is saying. He is out of touch. Mike said, never cluttered, not my type. You and Clutter gonna have to come on y'all own little conversation because y'all, again, um, that's kind of sidebar to what we talking about. But I get it, Mike. I get it, Cluttered. I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, so I need y'all thoughts, brothers, especially the brothers on here. I need you all's thoughts on this. Because again, I've seen a lot of videos coming from the ladies. I've seen a lot of videos coming from the ladies. Coming from the ladies. What did Tyler say? All right. I'm going to play the video again so we can be heard and understood and know what he said. Let me play the video again. Here we go.
Especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In the in our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
All right, that was the gist of it, Mike. It was kind of cut off. I'm having my connection got a little choppy. But that was pretty much the gist of it. Let me see. I've never done it this way, but let's see. Show. Ha. I've never done it this way. Okay. All right. So let me read. Kevin's comment. It says Facebook user. Um, but this is what Kevin said. Huh. I love this. I didn't know this went this way. That I could click on it and y'all can see it. We can read it together. All right. So IG, this is what Kevin said. Kevin said, I think many men aren't intimidated of a higher earning woman. Unfortunately, men have been raised to believe our value is based on us being able to provide. When meeting a woman who's well off, we struggle trying to understand how we can fit, and then it cut off. So let me try to get the rest of it. How we can fit in her life, even though she may be into him beyond his finances. We are unlearning some non-progressive behavior. Be patient with us. Be patient with us. Okay. Mike said, I would marry Oprah if I wasn't married. LOL. Kevin said, be patient with us. I asked the brothers to comment on what they thought and what they felt. And that's what Kevin said. He said, many men aren't intimidated of a higher earning woman. Kevin, I have to say, and y'all know I'm always honest and transparent. That has not been my plight. That has not been my situation. It has not been. Once a man calls me big money or a man calls me boss lady, it's over. I'm not moving any further. I'm not moving any further in that conversation or that situation because there for me, that's mindset. And if he means it in an enduring way, that's just kind of how I look at it. He may and he may need it use he may be using it in an endearing way, that term. Um, but you kind of get a different feel when someone is saying something showing that they're proud of you compared to saying something that is kind of like, ugh. But the way I've heard it so many times is hard. And I know I haven't every perspective, haven't dealt with every man in their perspective. Um, and then it's looking at the type of men. I get that. Been there, done that, learned that, moved on from it. Mike said, "We told y'all that all men are afraid. Who told y'all that all men are afraid of women with money?" I don't think it had to be said, Mike. I think it's based off of experience. I think it's based off of experience. Um, and if you hear these type of conversations and topics, it definitely depends on the man. It definitely depends on the man. But you get more is passive aggressive behavior. It is. It is passive aggressive behavior. It if we have more of these conversations and you look up, say for instance, you look up more of these conversations on this topic, that is what we're going to get. Mike, we're not getting the opposite. We're not hearing a lot of, oh, we're not worried about your money. We ain't we that's not what we looking for. That's not this, and that doesn't intimidate me and that doesn't bother me. There are more conversations like this. Here's Tyler Perry saying what he said and having this interview and bringing up this topic. And no, not all men. It's not all men. I would not dare put all men and all women in one box. Because truth be told, I have met I have met um a man that this is not a, a problem for him. This is not a subject or how he carries himself and how he acts and how he moves and his what word am I looking for? Y'all help me out. Um his self-esteem and all of that stuff ties in and you can see that. And please understand again. I said earlier, if there's a man that acts in that manner, that seems like he is intimidated, and we can take that word out if that word is offensive, because I think it's offensive, but it is what it is. It is what it is. If he's intimidated by what you have and who you are as a woman, all that says is that brother is in a place in his life. He's in a place where he could use some work and he could use some counseling and he can use some building up of himself to not feel like not feel like based on whatever she makes that I don't make, that I have to look at her a certain way and feel a certain way, feel that I'm not enough and feel that let me tell you something. Again, it all depends on the type. My ex, y'all, ended up being that man. Like he was fine. I mean, praises and accolades, and so proud of you and your success and where you are, where you are. And at the end of the day, that was not the case. That was not the case. But reality is, and reality was that as we learn people, we realize there are some traumas, there are some things that make people move and it does, and like they are. And like they are. Um my girl said, oh, let me open this up. Okay. The only men I have seen that do not take issues are the ones that was with her when neither of them had and she came into hers while they were on this journey together. Ha! You are correct, my dear. For me personally, she's that's listen. My father, Daryl. Daryl always made more money than I did initially. And then as business went on and things went on, we ended up kind of matching and meeting financially where we were. Um, um, to say at that point we weren't even together. At that point we weren't even together. But it was never a factor because I was building where I was and financially things were getting better and better and better. So we didn't have these issues and problems. Every man that I have met after Daryl, with exception to the one I was saying, has had this issue and problem. Has had this issue and problem. And we being real. I'm just being honest. So what she said for me is factual. And this may be the experience of other women. And truth be told, it's more common to hear it is an issue than that it is not an issue. Let's see, Mike said the woman with money playing games with the eyes. Mike said the woman with money might find a man that can do great carpentry, plumbing, build things, and now you can save money with a guy like that. And he could be your great man. Don't miss out on your blessings. Oh, sir, brother, Mike, I am with you 120, 50, 30, 50, 200%. I am with you on that. I'm with you on that. A man that can work well with his hands and that can take care of things, um, that it's going to save us money and it's going to save that we can build into what we're doing. Oh, you're right. That is your blessing. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. That is. Mike also said, y'all must have forgotten about Stedman. He's doing okay. Listen, I think um, Stedman is not making Oprah money, but Stedman is not at a point where I don't believe. I don't think I've never heard. Yeah, I mean, Stedman's status is what it is, and what he did and what he used to do. Um, but from what I understood, Stedman did well for himself. Not as well as Oprah money. We get it. Don't nobody do as well as Oprah money. But Stedman is not a factor. Stedman is not in that percentile that's way low or that high percentile. He's one of the um, he's one of the less than average percentiles. So I don't know. But him and Oprah got that thing on lock, I guess. I don't know what they do with their personal. We only know what we see and what we hear, but we not in their house. So I don't know what her. I ain't heard about Stedman in a long time though. Anybody hear about Stedman? What's Stedman doing? I don't know. But Mike, I get you. I agree. I agree. If that brother can do some things, carpentry, plumber, build things, it's another type of brother. That's another type of brother. Yes, Steady has money, but he's not tripping. Y'all must be talking about dead broke, low self esteem ninjas. Ah, I would think so, Mike. I would think this would fall into the category of low self esteem brothers. And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Um, Low self esteem. The ones who don't know their worth. The ones who are not who aren't happy before they even get to you. The ones who don't have a peace before they even get to you. So what Tyler was talking about, again, two sides of it. I agree. I agree. Inferior mindsets, most definitely. What Tyler was talking about, I agree. Um, that if a man honors you, he protects you, and he's trying, and he's taking care of his part of things the best way he can. We're not gonna miss out on love and a wonderful relationship based on finances. Women really don't do that. It's the men that come in with the problem. It's the men that come in with the problem. Why? Because the natural order says the man takes care of the woman. The man takes care of the household. The man takes care of the family. And if he can't do that, if his numbers aren't matching or beating or well above her numbers, then that brother gonna find out what he can do to make sure she does not need to worry or be concerned about anything. I said I will never, ever, ever in my life again date a brother with a plan. It has to be a working plan. Everybody has plans. Plan to do this, plan to do that. I think about plan. But I used to hear so many plans. And after a while, the plans started seeming like I heard this before. So I said, I will never, ever, ever again date a brother with a plan. I got to see that plan in motion. I have to see what you're doing. Because you know why? I had a plan. I had a plan that through faith was put in motion. So I feel like as a black woman, as a woman, if I can do it, he can do it. If I can do it, he can do it. A plan in motion. That is the requirement for me. That is a requirement. Mike said, I wouldn't want a rich, what? I wouldn't want a rich Gloria either. And she has money, but way too ratchet. Gloria either. And she has money, but way too ratchet. Right. Okay. She has money, but yeah, what are her morals and her values and all of those things? What do these things stand? And what do these things say? What do they say? Money is not everything, but money is something. Now, this is the flip side of that, y'all. This is the flip side of that. Claudette, this is the flip side of that. My sister is lady, y'all. She had a lot to say on this matter. She's a rapper. Oh, okay. This is the flip side of that. What if this brother, okay, let's say this. You making a really good income, right? You making a really good income. Ladies, I'm talking to the ladies, right? And this brother comes in and his money is not matching yours. He's not making as much money. Y'all come together. Y'all decide to make it a family. Y'all together. Something happens to you, sis. Then what? When I say money is not everything, but it's something, that's a part of what I mean. And when I say a brother who has a plan, but must be a working, producing plan, well, let me add that. A working, producing plan. It's very, very important because we cannot live off of love alone. Love ain't going to do it. Love is not the whole and end all of it. I can love you, I can respect you, I can honor you, but in that, it's because you have done something, you have shown me something, you have shown me who you are that says, I am okay. If something happens, I know he's going to handle it. Now, would this mean possibly a downgrade to what you're used to? Your house, maybe? Yeah, it definitely may mean that. Hey, Rob, it definitely may mean that. So when we're looking at this, we have to look at it all perspectives. If something happens to you, sis, and you are the breadwinner, please understand and know that life may not continue to look like what you're used to. So you have to also be in an understanding mindset. And when you make the decision to date and then court and then marry a man that doesn't have the earning potential, excuse me, not potential, that does not have the earning weight, the financial, his status is not where yours is, you have to think about these things. So that man that protects and that man that provides and that man that honors you and all of that should fall all into place. You should know those things before you make that decision. Because what you don't want to do is fall on hard times and start looking at this brother like, why is he here? What is he? What do I? Why I shouldn't have? I ain't need what that. I was good all by myself. Da, 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 da. So, in knowing what we need, ladies, and knowing what we will accept, and men, and knowing what our expectations are of you, because when you say to me, "I am your lady," and when you say to me, "Will you be my wife?" I have a list of expectations. And those expectations say you have a working plan in motion, if not already completed and laid out, preference, the already completed and laid out. The already completed and laid out is there. So I met a couple. I was out um, in the store and ran into a couple, was introduced to this couple. And um, the question was asked, when was the wedding? When was the wedding? And the statement was made. It was said, "Oh, we get in the house first. We get in this house because if the house is not in order, we don't have that first. Then what we gonna go to? Or I want to get that before." And I thought that was so. I'm sorry, ass backwards. I thought that was so backwards to sign a mortgage with someone who is not your spouse. Now I understand that people get divorced and think, but we have to understand we live in a land with laws that say certain things. And I tell you what, there's certain things that I'm not going to do without being his wife. Um, it's just not. It's just not. Because now I'm fighting for something or I'm looking for something, I'm trying to divide something and that is in a whole nother criteria. So that to me was so backwards. But when a man is prepared for you, ladies, it does not matter how much you make and how much he makes. When a man is prepared for you, because when he realizes who you are, what you are to him, and what he wants with you, his mindset is going to start going in that way. What can I do to make sure I can care for this woman? Brothers, help me out. If I'm wrong, help me out. But I think when a man comes to you and makes the decision that, yeah, she is it, that he has thought about all of these things, how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that. So the conversation of who makes more money and how this is going to happen and be so for me, Tyler Perry was pretty much saying, carry this man because he honors you, carry this man because he protects you, carry this man because he loves you. His gifts aren't your gifts. Carry this man. Again again look at the integrity of the people you talking about. Look at the integrity of the person you are talking about. Everybody does not fall in this same category. It's not a one it's not a one-sided thing. It's not a one-sided thing. Mike said, "I'm so glad to have missed this era for love. What happened to black love? I watched some late 89s, early 99s videos, and it was so much romance in them. Look at this generation now. Show me a black video with two adults just hugging. All we see is busted, wide open, cheeks slapping, and pornography. What happened to the love? Ooh, that's good, Mike. Claudette said, if you are in a solid position in your relationship and want to get a house together, I think it's okay. If you are not married, not everyone sees marriage as an end as long as they have one another. Um, yeah, if that's how you believe and that's how you think, that means life can go on with everything you do without marriage. And some people don't feel like marriage is necessary. Some people feel like it's just a piece of paper. Um, but try taking that paper to the bank. Try taking that paper. Try not having that paper to take to the bank. Try not having that paper to take. Um, to take. I got you, Mike. 80s, 90s is what I meant, but you got it. Yep, I got it. Try taking not having that paper to take when one or the other passes away and a family member standing in the back waiting for theirs. Hey, good point. Wills and directives are very important and necessary. We have to have wills and directives. We have to have wills and directives. But yeah, some people think it's just a piece of paper. Try not having it. Try not having it. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So I had so much feedback on this video. I really, really expected there to be more people on tonight. I'm almost done. Almost done. I expected there to be more people on tonight because um, I got a lot of feedback from this. I got a lot of feedback from this. But again, I want y'all to, watch the video, still comment. It's going to be posted. It will be on YouTube. It will be on IG. It will be on Facebook. So go and make y'all comments and post. Um, and just understand, I do believe that women can get advice from men because some things come from a male perspective that we can't necessarily handle, and we don't necessarily know. I want to know what a man is thinking, so who am I going to go to? A man. And same thing vice versa. That same thing vice versa. I'm going to go to a man I trust and know, and know that his moral mortitude, uh, his moral his moral fortitude, dang, that just went, that is there, and the advice that he would give is something that I can stand on, because why, I'm not a man. So to get each other's perspectives on things like this, yeah, yeah. So again, I agree with Mr. Tyler in some parts, and the other parts I don't agree. But just understand and know, we talking about money, and there are two things that can destroy a relationship: sex and money. Sex and money. So have those discussions, have those talks, have those hard conversations. Know what his worth is, know what her worth is, know what her debt is, know what his debt is before you go into a position and say, hey, we're going to buy a house, we're going to get married, let's purchase this vehicle, let's go into business together, da 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 da. Um, and never put yourself in a position where you feel more weight is being put on you than the other person. Never, never do that. And anytime you feel like, have that discussion. Hey, listen. And listen, I want to do XYZ, and I know financially we're in a different place. And I want to do these things. And I don't want you to worry about who's paying or who's doing this or who's doing that now. If that's where you are, then have that conversation. And if that other person says, well, it's the male or the female, or what, because men, you should have that conversation too. If they say, well, you know what, I want to enjoy these things with you, but I don't want to put that burden on you, or I don't want to do that, because a man's pride will take him out of here. A man's pride can take him out of here. But if you don't feel, whether male or female, if you don't feel that is something that you can do, that is something that you can tolerate, then be honest and say, hey, let's slow down on some of these things. I really want to spend time with you. I really want to do. There are so many things out there, y'all, that are free. We always looking for, if we're going out on a date or we doing something, want to take a trip. We always want to look at the high dollar stuff. Ooh, I want to go here. Ooh, I want to go there. Ooh, I want to eat this. Ooh, I want to eat that. The best memories and developmental relationships are created with the barest, rawest, minimal things. Because if you're really pouring into that person and they're pouring into you, money is not everything, but it's something. So have those conversations. Know where you are. Don't walk into something um, that you feel like you're going to regret later. And don't be so stricken. Use your brain and not your heart. Because love is an action word, y'all. Love is an action word. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I've got to go. Um, I gotta go pick my mom up. I gotta pick my mom up. She's in town. Y'all pray for my dads. When I say dads, I mean both of them. They are both in the hospital. One is in New York in the hospital, and one is here in Georgia in the hospital. Um, so y'all say a prayer for us, please. Mike said, that's right. And if they get upset for you asking about where they are with their business, then that's a telling sign. Most definitely. If we are at a point where we are making decisions to be together and we are intentionally dating, intentionally courting, and you can't ask me and I can't ask you, it's time to back up. It's time to back up because embarrassment can't be a thing. It's none of your business can't be a thing. It can't be a thing. So talk about those things. Get an understanding of each other. I love y'all. Y'all have a great, great night. I appreciate y'all being here. Next week, peace and love, Mike. Peace and love. That's my brother from another mother. Um, Remember, we won't be here next week. Remember, it's the second and fourth Thursday of each month. We will come together and have our camper conversation segment. Y'all keep sending me y'all topics. Y'all keep letting me know what it is y'all want to discuss, talk about. Hey, please love on somebody because you never know who might need it. Good night. IG first, as usual, because IG be playing. You got to end 50 times with IG and share. All right. Um, Facebook, YouTube. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Good night.